the generals of Usman bin Affan. Usman bin Affan, friend of Rasulullah SAW, as well as the third caliph. His full name is Usman bin Affan bin Abi Ash bin Umayyah bin Abd Shams bin Abd Manaf al-Umawi al-First, the successor of the Prophet Muhammad SAW after the leadership of Umar bin Khattab. Well, to remember the four caliphs, there are four caliphs. The first is Abu Bakr Ashri, the second is Umar bin Khattab, the third is Usman bin Affan, and the last is Ali bin Abi Talib. In this occasion, I will tell you a story about Usman bin Affan. But before I begin the story, let me introduce myself. My name is Latifa Drupadi. Just call me Eva. I study at Junior High School in Semarang City, Central Java. And Ramadan, I'm a student of the current class. And now I spend my Ramadan pandemic time with trading the storytelling competition. Please listening to my storytelling until the end of the video, okay? I hope you will like it. So, let's begin the story. Usman was a rich cloth merchant. In his time, he was known as an economist and owned more livestock than other breeders. Behind his work, Usman was not a stingy person, but he was very generous and cared about others. Not only a generous merchant, Usman also contributed to recording the Quran. Usman's concern and kindness, apparently he had given a lot of economic assistances to Muslims at the beginning of his preaching. Not only included in Khulafa al-Rashid, Usman bin Affan was also classified into As-Sabiqul al-Awwalin, which means people who previously converted to Islam and believed. In his love story, Usman bin Affan married two daughters of the Prophet Muhammad SAW, so that he got the nickname Dhun Nurain, which means the owner of two lights. One day, it was said at the era of Caliph Abu Bakr Ashri, there was a great crisis that bewailed the Muslims. Long drift made many Muslims suffer. A lot of farmlands didn't produce anything. At that time, the generosity of Usman bin Affan was proven. When the ship stopped, which carried a lot of food commodities, then many traders and brokers tried to offer multiple prices up to 10 than the usual price. However, Usman bin Affan refused. Usman bin Affan said, "They are bids higher than that." The broker complained, "Who would dare to buy more than our bid?" Usman bin Affan replied, "Allah Ta'ala offered more than 700 times. Nah, as a merchant, it was true that he shouldn't be interested in profit in the world, because no matter how great the gain is, it is clear the treasure will not be taken away. It is better if these assets donated in the way of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Therefore, all the food commodities that Usman bin Affan bought was donated in the way of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala instead of being sold to merchants. Usman's specialty not only in the business world, but also he's consistent in maintaining his daily worship. So, the great message that we can get from this story is, the figure of Usman bin Affan is an example act and how a trader should do when many people are in trouble. With sincerity and sincerity, it is fitting that the trader should prioritize people who are in distress and helping them in the way of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Of course, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala will multiply the good deeds that are done. So, don't worry. Don't be afraid if you will be poor, because it will always do anything, because Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala you will always be rich. So, that's all. I say good enough. See you again. Happy Ramadan 1442 Hijriah.